This is a little seen pinball machine because they just didn't make a whole lot of them. Spy Hunter was based on the video game, but they came out with this really fun pinball machine. It has a lot of features programmed into it that some people aren't aware. For instance, there's a switch on the logic board where your bonus feature, the factory suggests leaving it off. When you go through the spinner here, you'll see that in a minute. You have a set bonus feature, but you can also set it up for a harder play, which they call random bonus feature. We can find that in the back. Am I going to have a hard time getting this out, Frank?
Yep. If it's simple, you'll have trouble with it.
Beautiful back glass on this. The video game has a glass almost identical to that. The nice thing is they stapled all these instruction cards in here so you can see. We put the white LEDs here, which will run nice and cool in the back glass, and regular light bulbs everywhere else. They also show these features here. Now, see where your game says game version? They recommend leaving it on, but you can turn it off. That's switch 14. So you guys can play around with it when you get your game, playing around with that feature. These are just switch numbers and other settings. We have the game set up for 3-ball, which is the most common thing. Now here's a real funny thing. Factory wiring. We opened this game up. It wasn't ours initially. We actually found 2 of the wires reversed, so the lights on the board were never playing in sequence correctly. Since it was new, the connector had never been opened, but the 2 wires had been reversed. So it was kind of funny when we found that out. Yeah, we should call Bally and scream. We want a discount on our next Bally pinball. Lithium battery. These were all ice cold. The good news is the board was nice and clean. The original battery hadn't started to leak yet, which is really surprising since it's 20 years old. We had a few transistors out. This is a small auxiliary lamp driver. Not like the big one. They use this also in KISS. That was the first time they used that board. Only a couple games used it. They got rid of that pesky sound and speech board and just have good old-fashioned sound. Who needs speech? Power supply here. See, they went from the green board to the white board. That's how you know you have a newer game. The white boards for the lamp drivers here. The 7-digit scoring displays are all here, and of course they use the 6-digit for your credit display. Look at the artwork while I put this back together. Revel in the beauty of it. Beautiful. No, we didn't have to get this down to the bare wood and repaint. Nope, we didn't have to do any of that.
Now, why would you want to take off factory paint and artwork?
The colors are beautiful, bright, brilliant. We've put LEDs in various places. The little small flippers here at the top, which I always liked, and the bigger ones here. The only issue I have here is this darn outlane. I have gotten these games from people, and what they've done, they've stretched a rubber band over here. Because, boy, you can't save that ball. It goes right down the toilet here. And everybody, it was driving people nuts. And nothing ever happens. It just swings around, and that's the end of it. There's a gate here to help you. The light bulb is turned on and off by a switch, a mechanical switch, as you can see. Let me get this baby started. Of course, it plays the Peter Gunn theme. This is a tough skill shot because you got to time it just right to hit that switch. Do you think I can do it, Frank?
Nope.
I almost did. I put my finger on it. By the way, if your game ever does that, just make your rubber fatter in the front. Fatter in the front.
Just like that.
This is just a point one, no skill shot. Up here, you have to spell Agent X. No, GK. Agent X.
Just learning your alphabet?
A, G, E. Now when you hit the E, it lights your target here. If I hit that, I shift, I get 25,000 and my playfield scores double. Like so. Now I'm up to double. Now I continue spelling. I've lit this again. This time if I hit it, I get 50,000 and my double moves to triple. Like so. Of course the next time 100,000, then my special. Now, this is what I really wanted to show you. Right now, my spinner is set at 25,000. When I do this, when it lands on the hole, depending if I was in the right spot at the right time, I get the 25,000, moves up to 50. Let's see if I do it and I don't get the right one. Let's see where it lands now. I did it again. Look at that. So I get 50,000. But if I don't do it, it does this. Oh, now I'm doing it every time. Yeah, look at that. All right, let's see. Maybe this time will be the magic time when I don't get it. Well, I just got my free there. Come on, I can't do it a third time. Oh my gosh, 5 times in a row. Well, I do have a 50-50 chance. Now, that's where that switch works. Switch 14, if you have it flipped the other way, it's random. It's not a 50-50. Let's see what happens now. Now I didn't do it. Good, I missed it. Pretty good, huh? So, another nice feature here I want to show you here. When you go up here, there's a gate that drops down. I'm up to an extra ball if I can get 3 of a kind. My right flipper moves the lights. So as I roll through, see how I can move them? Roll through another. See how they move? Now obviously I want to try to get 3 in a row there. And then I want to try to get my oil slick and that. I get all 3 and I get my extra ball. If I do it again, I get a special. Frank, come up here and look. There's what Bally did. They put 2 555s that blink back and forth, which is clever because it draws your attention to your special. Now, obviously, to get all 6, you'd have to go up there 9 times. So that's when you have to use these flippers. Look how great I am, Frank. Now, of course, it's going to play a lot slower here. See, now I'm up here now. So watch again. Obviously, you have to want to shake the machine to roll over the right things. See, I got 2 out of that. How about that? Nope. See, look at that. I think our customer, who happens to be here in the room, is probably going to put a rubber across that too. I think he's going to block that. It's going to drive him nuts. But we'll give you an extra rubber so you can put that across there. How's that? Yeah? We love it. We love it. Anyway, beautiful machine, beautiful condition. We put the free play button here, so this way the customer can always put a lock back in it. He doesn't, no holes drilled in the machine. Oh, lastly, and then I'll let you go. New chrome T-molding all around the edges. Originally it was just plain black. You know, I don't like plain things. Do I, Frank?
It doesn't matter. All the people that were watching already moved over to the monkey fling and poop videos. They're long gone.
Anyway, we'll see you shortly on the next video. How about buying a real arcade game for your house? My daughter Tammy will show you all about it.
Have you ever thought of owning your own video arcade game? Well, come to TNT Amusements. We've got plenty of them. We have 100 different machines for sale in our Southampton, PA showroom. Where can you find classics like Galaxian and Mortal Kombat, Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Stargate? Oh, and we have Pinball. If you get tired of your game, we guarantee you generous trade-in credit. How about buying your very own shuffle bowling alley? Woo! Oh, I love touchscreen games. How about buying your very own bubbler jukebox that holds 500 CDs?
It's electric!
And all of our machines come with TNT Amusements exclusive 5-year service plan. Go to our website for prices and more info, TNTAmusements.com.
We're in the yellow pages under amusement.
Living is good, isn't it, folks? That's all for now. Good night.